Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz. Today, August 10, 2016 at 1:54 a.m. Topic: Why have America not been judged by God yet? And I'm going to give you several reasons. First, why we became America, and two, why we're still here. And it's going to make sense. And of course, everyone knows that America probably came together as a nation to do God's work for Him. He uses people and countries to do His work, but He won't force a country or a person to do His work. When that happens, when there's a falling away, then that falling away hurts them, not God and not those that they swore to protect. But several reasons that we started a downfall was America, of course, called out to God, and God came. And this is back in 1700s. And then America did all the things that God wanted us to do, and to stand by to go against those evil countries who were hitting countries that were not able to take care of themselves. So we went. But America also in 1948 was one of the first countries to recognize Israel as a new nation, and did it on that day, May the 5th. And also on that day, we swore or told Israel that we would be by their side, and they would be our ally, and we would be theirs. And that's the way it's worked for a long time. Now, over time, America started doing some things that would have brought us down long before now, but we didn't, or God didn't, because we continued to stand with His people. And by standing by the Jews and by Israel since 1948, we've pretty much had everything going for us for all these years. But then in the 60s, you saw prayer slowly being taken out of schools. You saw the flag salute that ended. In fact, some schools don't even put flags up. But then you saw Roe versus Wade. And still, God stood by America, because America was still standing by the Jews and by Israel. Had we not stood by them at that time, we wouldn't be here today. But did you know that in all our wars, we lost 1,200,000 people? Did you know that? Did you know that Roe versus Wade created a monster in our country, and that we kill 1.3 million babies every year? Do you remember when the countdown was going on with Bush was president? We were fighting in Iraq. The number was going up and it was low, and it got up to a little over 4,000 people raising Cain, get them out. Well, you know, during that same amount of time, America killed over 1 million babies. Over 1 million babies. but yet no one yelled out, look how many are dying. They were just talking about how many were dying overseas in Iraq. Do you not see that? Well, it's okay. It's these people, starting with Carter, and then Bush, actually Nixon, but then Nixon redeemed himself. Clinton, and then Bush again, then Obama, all went against Israel. When you go to Israel and force them to give up land for peace, and still peace has not come, but you're still jumping on Israel's butt when they try to build housing for the people that are there, and you try to stop them and you try to make them bulldoze them, you're going against God's people. Billy Graham said a long time ago that if America had not stood by Israel the way they have, now he said this before we stopped. He said, and not been judged, he would have to go back and apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. But I'm here to tell you now, that hedge of protection, God's hand is no longer on this country. We are open for judgment today. Now, there may be one thing that may give us a short reprieve, and that would be Trump. I'm saying this because he said he would stand by the Jews. Everything else he said he would do doesn't count that much, except when Roe versus Wade was mentioned to look at again. That, if Trump will do that, then we will get a short reprieve. But I think the fact that we have turned from Israel, even though Trump will go back to and support and help, we will have been, in my opinion only, weakened so badly that we may not have the funds or the might to do it. I don't know. But I can say this. One day, and it may be in the very near future, I don't know. I can tell you this, it won't be long. There will be a harpazo, a taking away, people vanishing. There will be a rapture of the church. God will take his people out as he always takes them out prior to judgment. I expect that soon. Again, hinging on what Obama has done can be undone by Trump, hopefully in time. And if we have enough in us to be able to do it. Again, Trump will go in and tackle Roe versus Wade. And Trump will go to Israel and say, we are your ally and we'll be here. And only God help us if we're able to do it, because if we're not able, then we're out of here. Prepare. You know, if I were not saved, I wouldn't go to bed tonight because you don't know if you're going to wake up in the morning and 10 million, 20 million, 30 million people are gone or not. And if they are, you're in trouble. Jody Wolf, Expoz.